Hello. The game has started. My opponent has opened with Cobb. I have a pretty poor rack, and I'm looking at options here. Exec maybe 14. The rack leave pretty poor though. EXO 16. Pretty poor rack leave, yeah. I'll go with EXO. Draw some consonants, which is great. Grand T if one of the E's were an N, but just one too many vowels. Now I've got the, what about etagere? Yeah, that'll work. If I can just move the tiles to the right location. Etagere. And that does actually play. Don't know what's wrong with my trackpad, but it's not responding like it should. Anyway, opponent plays henge. Don't know what's wrong with this trackpad. It's like someone's got control over it. Something's not right here. Etagere for 67. Kentia through the E. 30. I'll be looking to play the J though, if possible. Have the ING ending. Catting, not a thing. Chatting, definitely not a thing. Now, any R plays? I'm missing an E for flexibility. Jink is good. Doesn't play anywhere. I have Jag. Not a great rack leave. 27, decent score. Opponent bingos. Pestiest. Jinx, what would that score? 32, that's a decent score. Kentia or Jinx, I think Jinx. Not a good pickup at all. Duplicate U, duplicate T. Nut 23. Tattoo 19. Hoy takes an A. arm. Look at that rack leave though, 36. Wow, it's hard to turn down 36 points. I'm going with this. Or what about Mart? Get rid of one of the T's at least. Same score. Ouch. Okay, Wudu. That actually plays nicely above Etagear, but unlikely to remain available. Wudu does play under the M, so I've got that spot as well. And I should be getting rid of both U's this next turn, which is a relief, to say the least. Don't see an R play, that's for sure, not with this lot. $29. Who would have thought I could extract 29 points with this load of rubbish? Opponent taking some time with this move. 2 blanks to come, 2 S's. The Z, the Q. Opponent plays the Q and takes my spot for Wudu. Would you believe it? So I think I'm just going to play it here. Wudu. I could play it through the D, but I'm better off getting rid of an extra consonant. Just 13 points. It's a bit weak, but at least... Oh, that hurt. Didn't draw one vowel. Can you believe it? It happens. Exon is good. Words ending E-N-O-R. Not many of those. Opponent 26 points for yield. I've got fight here, and I think I'll just pull the trigger because I can get rid of so many consonants. That's amazing. I don't draw a single consonant in 8 tiles of drawing. 4 from my previous rack and 4 from the rack I just played. So sometimes it goes like that. It looks like I'll be changing this next turn, and I'll keep the Z and dump the rest. Score's pretty close at the moment. Opponent will take the lead if he doesn't change. Yeah, so he now takes a slender lead, and I will keep everything, or I'll keep nothing but the Z. Wow, interesting pickup. Triple A not so great, but these last 2 tiles a welcome sight. Now, is there a bingo bonanza? No. Azania? No. Azan is good. And Zanana. Or is it Janana? Could be Zanana as well. John is no good, unfortunately. I don't know about Zanana 43. No, it's Janana. I might just play Zany. 39. Or Zona, it'll score a little bit more, 40. Yeah, 40, and I'll keep a blank. Gee, terrible pickup. So first I was swamped with consonants, now I'm swamped with vowels. Not seeing a Alleluia, not even that one. EAU, French ending words. Not seeing anything. Now AUA would sort the rack out. AKA is good, and that would sort the rack out as well. Pity CAE isn't good, because aqua would work quite nicely there. I wonder if it's it's not a new word, I don't think it is, no. So, do we go with AKA? I think we do, yeah. Unless that's 20, what's AG? That's 17, yeah. I think we'll go with AKA 20. Little bit better. Evaluate. Yeah, that'll work. Now that plays in two spots, L1 down and C3 down. Which one is, well, C3 is a safer spot. Although look where it leaves this A. I need to evaluate the pros and cons of each placement. Well, this gives easy score to opponent. I think I'm better off playing it at C3 down. Is there another bingo though? Okay, I'll go with this. Evaluate. And I've drawn fairly balanced rack, which is a relief after the last few I've had. Waver or waver with the I. I'm assuming this spot will be taken, 8A across. Wrap would be a nice score, 36 with a decent rack leave. Wive onto the F, WIVE. But I'm likely to play through this A if opponent takes this spot. Waver. I like waver as a second option. Not a bad rack leave. Vowels and consonants fairly balanced. Ooh, opponent bingos and takes the lead. Solarism. Nice play. I've got wipers and vipers. But can I get my W or V? Not that I can see. Whisper doesn't play without a H. So I'll go with vipers. Some nice tiles left there. Wow, I've almost got previewer. Is that a 9 or... Yeah, preview. I'd need another E to play through. Previewer. So I'll go with vipers. $36. Lornia. Is that a thing? Entrolled. Opponent's got a bingo here, but does it play? And is the E gonna help him? 36. Actually, I had rap, which I forgot about, but then that would have given opponent a play on to the S. Rap would have been 6, 7, 8, 12, 36, same score. Now, just wondering if I can get my W to play there. Not that I can see. Lornia. What about onto this E? Okay, opponent I don't think can go out with the remaining 5, so now Exo does take an N. Enor, Wenor, Lenor, no. So what do I do? Because I don't want opponent to go out. So I don't want to give him a floater that he doesn't currently have. So what if I play wine? Ooh. Does that help opponent go out? Well, twine is good. What What about Wayne? Wayne doesn't take a T front hook. I think I'm more likely to go out with even if he plays something there, I'll be able to go out with my lar. Where would I go out? Let me think about this. Orner. Does that give opponent tinner? No ways am I doing that. What about Wenner 21, yeah, and then LIR, liar, Ryle, and Verl, yeah. So I'll go with Wenner, and opponent shouldn't be able to go out with that lot. And I've got Lurie, Verl, liar. So the game should be won, unless he's got to play through PE like Prentin, some strange word that I haven't heard of. Opponent has about 30 seconds left. So just the one bingo from, two bingos each actually, yeah. And opponents played Ren, and I'll go out with Verl. 14, so final score 395 to 371. And I'll thank my opponent for the game. Let's see what we missed. And it was my opponent to go first. He went with Cobb. Now EE for 10. Yeah, I see my one was EXO for 16. It was a better score, but a worse rack leave. I think EE would have been better, or maybe even exchanging. So a little suboptimal there. Thane for 41 would have been nice. Opponent went with Henge for 35. Etagir came down. Generate through the end. And Renegade. So that was a missed opportunity there for a double word square. Pestiest through the E. Playable in a couple of different spots. And Koja through HO. That's quite nice. Koja with a INTT, a decent enough rack leave. That would have been Very nice. Jack for 28 was also available. Where was that? E9. Just through the A, keeping taint. That's quite nice as well. Jinx for 32, decent enough score, and took out a useful three lanes actually for bingos. So there was some merit to that play, strategically speaking. Opponent goes with U. Tuart for... look at that. Nice. Starting here. Beat. Making beat. And Tuart. Yeah. That would have sorted the rack out quite nicely as well. I went with Mart for 36. Opponent plays Cade for 28. That looks fine. And then Wudu for 13. But Fugu, that's through the G. Quite nice, actually. Not a great rack leave. DTTW, but not a bad score. So Fugu or Wudu. Yield for 26. And Fight for 24 looks fine. Otek 27 was best. Exchange, which is what I did. Bod for 24, opponent plays. Now, this was an interesting position. AKA at that stage, leaving open the bottom. This is such an easy scoring spot. And I just thought... I just thought close it down. You've still got a blank, plus you're denying your opponent the opportunity to score there. And so I thought go with Zona, which brought me more or less level and closed off that super hot spot. So opponent now Fog for 19, and then AKA was fine there. Now, nice rack, but no playable bingo. Opponent goes with Joe and Zone. Evaluate in 2 spots. I chose the top spot there. C3 down. Solarism for 64 was a nice find by opponent. Now, very close as we go into the end game. Vipers, Wyvers. It did cross my mind, Wyvers. And I should have actually tried it. But look at Rap. That features top. Probably because of the rack leave being so flexible. So opponent's got Indol for 24. That's 2A. Devaluate Indol. But it does give easy scoring spots to me, so I don't think Indol was best. Indri also easy to kind of score off of for me. Actually, Indol would have given me Lornia. And both Indol and Indri would have given me Lornia. If Lornia is actually good, I think it is. So those two aren't best. So I guess it was a Leonor making the Exxon play. But again, not enough to win. Unless opponent can go out with... But 17 only draws him more or less level. And then if I get which I am likely to get a decent play with 21 points, then, well, it would have been close because drone would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 plus the count back from my rack. So interesting if he plays Leonor, leaving those, or even no, you can't play anything in the top right. It just gives me back too much score. But interesting if opponent didn't play there but played Leonor. I wonder what would have happened. Very close. And then he goes with load, and then Lawine for 23 at M1. Now, yeah, it doesn't give much to opponent, and yeah, that probably is fine, but does the A help opponent? I don't think so. And the I, no. So Lawine probably wins. But I went with a 21-point play, I think, when well and truly tucked away, so as not to leave a floater for opponent. And then tenor, yeah, it's not enough at this stage, but Ren, and then Urville for 16. Where was that? Through E and V. Ah, there. Urville. So that was the end of the game. Pretty close at the end there. Just wondering if Leonor would have given opponent a shot at winning by going out first. Oh, wait a minute. If he plays Leonor, then he doesn't have drone. So what does he have? D-O-R-N. Nah, I don't see a winning play if he plays Leonor. Anyway, that was the end. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.